Hello, welcome to Understanding Product Management. My name is Theodora Ishola. Product management is driving product from inception to delivery and throughout an entire product life cycle. We're going to learn about product life cycle, but for now, who is a product manager? A product manager manages every touch point of the product throughout its life cycle. A product manager designs strategies and plans, communicates effectively with the team to ensure delivery of the products to the hands of the user. Now, when we're talking about products in product management, we're referring to software products that are built by startups, are built by businesses and companies today, where they need to acquire a lot of users. All right. So example of such products we are very familiar with today. We have Netflix, we have Twitter, we have Facebook. Now, the reason they can acquire a lot of users is because they've been able to put the product together, right? And every user or customers from every part of the world can connect or can use this product. So when we're talking about product management, we're typically referring to a software product. A product manager understands the process of delivering a product, or at least commits to learning. A product manager has understanding of the market and the customer base who needs the product. A product manager can identify opportunities. Why previous experience or background knowledge is required, especially in areas like business, engineering, design, and marketing, you can start your product management journey today and commit to building a successful career. And that is why we're committing to helping you at the Women&Tech Product Management Study Group. So let's quickly look at the product life cycle. In the product life cycle, we have 4 phases, right? Now, the first phase is the introduction phase. In the introduction phase, you typically are just getting into the market, introducing the product to the users. And of course, sales at this point is not high. The growth phase is the next phase where your product is actually getting into the hands of a lot more users. Market share, you've been able to position the product right in the market. And then the next is the maturity phase. And maturity phase, the product has reached a stage where a lot of users are now very familiar with that product. But the stage after that is the decline phase. In the decline phase, the product is actually reaching its end of life. But as we go on, we're going to learn how we can continue to, make our products desirable. So this diagram here shows us another phase, the product extension. At the decline phase, except the team has decided that they're going to let this product go or this feature go, we need to constantly find a way to extend this product. So remember, the key word of product management is to drive. And as a product manager, you are driving the product throughout the different phases of the product life cycle. Where you're working as a product manager, you'll be working with teams. You'll be working with business analysts. You'll be working with engineers. You'll be working with designers. Now, why your job as a product manager is to drive. You are not necessarily required to write codes to create prototype or marketing campaign. It will be amazing if you have the skills, if you know how to do this, but it is not required that you do this. As a product manager, you will be working with your team. You'll also be communicating with stakeholders, and of course, the development team and the marketing team. In product management, We want to find the balance between building the right products and building the product right. In building the right product, we're considering what the user wants, the analytics, what the product manager has in mind, research, prioritizing, as well as the opportunities. While in building the product right, we're thinking about the core team, the process, the design, the architecture, the technology behind it, and also ensuring that the product is tested right for the market. So you want to constantly find a balance between building the right product and building the product right. The core skills that are important as a product manager, this is based on the survey done, includes the communication skills, objective prioritization skills, people management skills, organization skills, technical skills, design skills, and then others. On a day-to-day basis, you will be using these skills. So if they are not skills that you have already built over the years, it's important that you learn these skills. Skills can be learned. So you will need to communicate right because you'll be communicating with different teams. You need to prioritize right. You need to have objective prioritization skills. And of course, people management skills, organization skills, technical skills, and design skills. So let's look at the product manager's role at every phase during the product life cycle. Remember, the main goal is to deliver a product that people need and they want to buy. So in the introduction phase, you want to position yourself as the subject expert with a goal to get product market fit. And you will focus on adapting rapidly to new insight from customers and from the market. So you'll be researching, you will do customer research, you will do market research. And based on the insight you get, you want to adapt quickly. You want to help the team adapt quickly so that we can find product market fit. In the growth phase, you'll be expanding reach, you working to scale, and then ensuring that the team stays competitive. There you'll be positioned as a growth hacker. We focus on supporting more users while optimizing to accelerate growth. The next phase, the maturity phase, you want to position yourself as the retention strategist with a goal to retain users. We're not letting them go anywhere else, as well as sustaining market share. With focus on evolving value proposition while focusing on customer satisfaction and delight, battling churn. In the decline phase, instead of giving up, you want to position as a solution seeker, determining the best outcome. You will be thinking strategically about pivoting, resurrecting current offers, and if at the end of the day, nothing needs to be done anymore, we have to phase out. So remember, these are the 4 phases in the product management life cycle. And at every stage the product is, you are involved as the product manager. So yes, a product management organization placement. Typically, different organization will decide where they put the product management role or the product manager's role. But this is a recommended organization chart where a product management department can be formed, or it can be placed with the marketing team as well as the engineering team. The product manager's career path is very interesting. Why you get to start as an associate product manager, you can grow up the rank as a product manager, senior product manager, a director of product, VP of product, and of course, a chief product officer. Starting out, you would earn a good salary of about 12,000 US dollars in Nigeria, 15,000 US dollars in Ghana, and 35,000 US dollars in South Africa annually. Please note that your salary will depend on the size of the products you're responsible for, as well as the size and the location of your employer. Now, the product management role often includes share options. So when we look at the ways that you can get into product management, you would know which one would allow you to get share options. So the career prospect of product management is very interesting. Starting out, you may have previous experience in engineering, design, customer service, marketing, business, and sales. If you have any of this, you can get started in product management, right? While this gives a guide on how you can get started, I encourage you to, pick up this career. So typically, I'll tell individuals or teams that if you enjoy working with people, if you have a good eye for design, you're always looking to improve, the product management career is right for you. If you're always excited to get work done as well, product management career is right for you. So even if you don't see where you fit in here or where you think you fit in here, I still think you fit in. Let's say you started as a teacher or you've been teaching for years, right? Now, what you're doing as a teacher is people service, and that falls under customer service. So you are right for this. Even if you're working as a lawyer, then you can still get started because you've typically been offering people service. So do not let anything stop you from starting your product management career today. So breaking into product management, there are 4 ways I recommend to start your journey in product management. The first is work on transitioning. If your company is currently working on new offers, you can do some research, learn how you can manage product, and demonstrate your product management skills. You can also target small businesses. Search for small businesses you're interested in. Check out the product management responsibilities that suit them and offer to work with them. Third, you can join a startup. Startup founders are always looking for product managers who can help them drive their product so you can get started. And fourth, and my most important pathway to becoming a product manager is start your own startup, right? It is difficult, but not impossible. So as a startup founder, you're typically, ensuring that the product is successful. When you're breaking into product management, you will be starting out, as to understand what the company does, their values, their culture, the product they have, or what they are currently working on, right? So understanding where the company is and where they are going to will help you really get on with your role. So there are also the team roles that are necessary for successfully delivering a product. Okay, so you have your manager, you have other product managers, the engineering team, the business analyst team, the sales team, the legal team, product designer, scrum master, the marketing PR team, customer support, and operations. Now, depending on the organization you join, they may already have their own structure. So it's important you understand the team structure and the people you'll be communicating with. Let's quickly take a look at the different product management specialization. Core product manager. As a core product manager, you typically take on the associate product role, especially when you're just starting out, and you'll be responsible for collecting product data, doing customer research, market research, coordinating with stakeholders, developing new product features, and you work with one or more product managers and enable them to work more effectively. Another specialization is the technical product manager role. If you love the techie side of things, you have or you are willing to build your engineering design skills while working across teams, market, and then you love to deliver product features and functionality, then you can choose to become a technical product manager. You will typically work in SaaS startups and business and on technical projects. Now, as a growth product manager, you work on improving business metrics or goal at every stage of the product lifecycle. You'll be designing strategic growth plan while leading data-driven experiments towards solving user problem and product profitability. This role has become very relevant in organizations who desire product-led growth. The next specialization you should be looking at is the product marketing manager role. This is marketing to help the business product scale. Now, the product manager can position him or herself as a leader, helping the business acquire, engage, and retain users. You need to really understand the product life cycle from generating customer insights that inform business position, messaging, as well as the product strategy to create and execute go-to-market campaign for the live suite of products. So other product management specialization includes the platform product manager, innovation product manager, data product manager, artificial intelligence product manager, my favorite, and then blockchain product manager. So let's quickly look at the difference between product management and project management. Sound very similar, but typically different. In project management, you focus on the internal side of the organization, helping the organization to achieve specific objective and complete given projects between time and under budget. Now, once the project is completed, it is no longer managed. In product management, we're looking at, a broader view, looking externally on the customer and the overall and continuous success of the project. So while project management, ends after the project is complete, product management continues till the life cycle of the product is complete. So let's quickly look at this task. Pick a product from the list. The list we have here, these are examples of software product. Just pick a product here. Check if there is a feature that has been declined, right? Or a feature that has reached the end of life. That is the first task. The second task is to research a product that is not on this list and see if it has a feature or if the product itself has reached end of life. So I'm going to spend a few minutes on this task so that you can really grab what you need to do, or you can go ahead and pause so you get on with understanding what is required from you. So pick a product. You can pick Uber, you can pick Spotify or Netflix, and check if they have any feature that has reached its end of life, right? Remember, we talked about the 4 phases in product management, and we said that the introduction phase, the growth phase, the maturity phase, and then the decline phase, right? So we want to see the product from here that has a feature. A feature is a functionality, right? Something about the product that users were using before and then they were no longer using. Okay, so pick a product, look to see if any of this product here has a feature that has reached its end of life, and then get on with that task. Now, to be part of the Women&Tech Product Management Study Group, copy this link, go ahead, or check the link in the description and join the community. I'll be waiting to see your completed tasks and also help you in your journey as a product manager. Thank you for watching and goodbye.